coming through. Sorry, coming through.
It's impressive, it's one of the best-selling games on Steam right now, and it's been called the Battlefield killer. But is it really? Well, the short answer is no. But the long answer is a lot more nuanced, so I hope you stick around to hear it. Battlebit Remastered is genuinely a really impressive game. Made by 3 people, it's insane that they've pulled this off, and it's no surprise really that the player count is there for it, especially at the price and the amount of content you get. I've got a lot of points to cover, some being general, some being positive, and some being negative, so let's get straight into the general comments here. Battlebit is a game like Squad, but if Squad had a baby with Battlefield, and also Phantom Forces from Roblox, which I used to play a lot as a kid. I love that game, and it feels like the DNA is really etched into Battlebit Remastered as well. And with all of these brought together, you get the fast movement of Battlefield, the low time to kill from Squad, body dragging, the revival and bleeding out mechanics from Squad, and the visuals from, well, the Roblox shooters we all used to love. Battlebit Remastered comes with a ton of content in 17 maps, a load of weapons, a load of classes, gadgets, and unlocks, and cosmetics, of course, because it's 2023, but these ones are pretty much all earned unless you got the cosmetics that you get from backing the game on Kickstarter. And one of the main draws of this, and one of the best things about it, is that you can run it on basically anything. Battlebit can be run on a toaster, probably a calculator. The entry requirements here are very, very low since it basically is a Roblox game. But don't let that fool you. The game plays very, very well, in my opinion. The actual player controller is pretty responsive. The vaulting feels pretty good. Sprinting, movement, all that good stuff. Feels great. Even the gunplay itself feels pretty solid. The hit registration feels like it's on track pretty much all of the time. I'm not sure what tick rate the servers are on, but it does feel pretty responsive, and you've got the combined arms feel of Battlefield in a game like this, which is kind of ridiculous. You've got helicopters, tanks, cars, all that good stuff. And there's just overall a lot to like here. Some of the features that I really like being implemented in here that I'd love to see in Battlefield 2042, as an example, I'm going to not try and draw comparisons between the two because, to be honest, they're completely different games. That's one of the reasons I don't call this a Battlefield killer, is because it's more like Squad, to be honest with you. But anyway, this game does have map voting, which I'd love in 2042 to pick the next map on rotation. You can also pick the game mode you want to play next, whether it's night or day, and the actual conditions of the map, which is awesome. I mentioned dragging bodies before. It's such a cool feature being able to drag a wounded friendly into cover and then heal them rather than having to run into the middle of fire and do that long animation there. As I said, you can select different variants of the maps, and there are night variants of each map in Battlebit, and I find that really cool. You can join a match and play a map in the day, or you can join another server and play at night. Get those nods on and start blasting. Also, proximity chat works with every single player, enemy and friendly. Of course, there is squad chat and team chat, but if you want to just talk to people nearby, like in Insurgency or other games like that, you can. And it leads to some great interactions, let me tell you.
I can. Don't worry, I got you. Keep breathing. There you go, Wanker. Happy Hanukkah.
And even though I don't really like the 256 player mode, I find it way too hectic. It is cool to see that many people with voice chat enabled, and it works pretty flawlessly. I have no idea what wizardry these guys did. Also, 3 people, by the way, making this game. What they managed to do with making this voice chat work flawlessly among 256 players. Ridiculous. Also, we have full destruction of everything. Bear in mind this is fairly simplified because things just explode into blocks or buildings collapse and fade out of existence, but it is still cool to have a dynamic battlefield changing all around you, and there's enough cover that you can afford to blow up everything because there's so much cover there that you're probably not going to level it all in a match like you would in a map with less cover. Other features like the clan system has been introduced as well. That's pretty cool. Love having clans. Building communities is a big thing about these games, and I love that you're able to do that here in Battlebit. A lot of things have been thought of and covered in terms of bases for different types of players, and we appreciate that. And especially for the low entry price, it's going to be attracting a whole crowd of people coming over to the game, so the more people catered to, the better. Obviously, you can go the other way with that and cater to too many people and fail in your goals, but Battlebit doesn't do that at all. It sticks to what it wants to do while catering to a whole load of FPS fans. Now, after all that praise, there are a few negatives that I want to bring up that I've experienced and I've also corroborated with other people to ask what they think, and yeah, there are a few issues here. No game is perfect, Battlebit Remastered certainly isn't either. First of all, the traces in-game and the audio in-game, specifically directional audio, is not dice quality, of course. It's a little hard to see where traces are coming from sometimes, and the overall angles of fire on you can be pretty overwhelming in certain points of maps, and also sometimes gunshots can be pretty hard to trace from where they came from. Also, the spawn system is a little scuffed. It can put you inside other people as the spawns tend to just centralize in one location per objective. That is pretty rough. I mean, it's quite funny to be inside 7 other people as you all spawn in at once, but yeah, I'm sure that'll get patched fairly soon. Also, the time to kill here is surprisingly low, and this is something that I've spoken with a few other people about, and that is that there's a bit of a disconnect between the time to kill and the time to perform other actions. For example, you can be reviving someone and be midway through that animation, and if you get jumped and you let go, it takes you too long to kind of get out of that animation, and you're dead without a chance to react whatsoever. Now, sure, that does promote gameplay of you dragging that person to a safe spot and doing it and promoting a safe location for a revive, but also removes a little bit of agency for the players who want to be skilled enough to pull off a revive or cancel it midway through and take out an enemy that's in front of them. And the time to kill is very, very low compared to the fast-paced gameplay. But also, the gameplay doesn't have to be fast-paced. If you want to slow it down and not sprint around and jump everywhere, I mean, you can. Battlebit is a game that you can play at your own pace, which is good, but the speed of movement and all that does encourage fast-paced gameplay, which can clash a little with the low time to kill of most weapons in the game. Also, I don't think there's any minimap in terms of one that's permanently on your screen like in the old Battlefield games and in current Battlefield games. You have to press M, which brings up a fairly big map that covers about half your screen, and you can't really move around properly or do anything while it's up there. That's more for marking like the squad map is, which is a little weird. I would have liked to have that more arcadey style map in the bottom left permanently, especially for new players who don't really know where they're going some of the time. Overall, I've been having a load of fun with Battlebit Remastered, but to answer my own question at the start, no. It's not a Battlefield killer. I don't even think it's trying to compete really with Battlefield. The balancing isn't quite there like it is in 2042 for me, at least for now, and the gameplay experience differs quite drastically to what Battlefield offers now with its selections and what it's offered in the past. But one thing's for sure, Battlebit is a great little indie game that is really a testament to what these 3 devs have done, and I'm going to be playing it a lot more in the future. Please do let me know what you think of it in the comments below. I'm on holiday, probably on a plane when this goes live, so I won't really be able to answer you, but please do let me know. I'd love to see what you think when I've landed. Do you like Battlebit? Do you really not like Battlebit? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.